Fludded.
Hello and welcome. Hi, my name is Craig here on Flooded. There's some breaking news at the moment. Just happened. I actually wanted to make a video about this guy after the BAFTAs when he won an award. I'm talking about somebody who was immediately put up on a pedestal and comes crashing down almost immediately as cancer culture sweeps him off the floor and career over. Here's your award. A week later, career over. My God, you could not make this up. And I'm talking, of course, about Noel Clarke, who is a film director, an actor, and producer, a musician, and probably everything. He's somebody that I've always thought places himself at the center of everybody else's success. You're all successful because I hired you. You see, you wouldn't have a chance in life unless I gave you a chance. That's what he does. He does things like that. But he's falling from grace now. I don't know if any of these allegations are true that have been made about him. But let's look in 2009 when he won an award. Let's have a look here.
And the award goes to Noel Clarke.
This is for Rising Star BAFTA. You see that? Oh yeah. I've had the swagger, by the way. I've had it. We all get it. I'm successful now. I'm a swaggering.
Wow.
And I'm going to stop it because I don't really care what he has to say about it. But then this happened. I couldn't believe this, that he won this. I'll tell you why I couldn't believe it in a minute, because I do have a reason. I promise you. So he won BAFTA Outstanding British Contribution to Cinema.
Thank you.
Take it open.
Well, thank you.
Action.
13 years ago when I won the Rising Star Award, I bounced off my chair and I popped my collar as I went up. And for years, I never really understood why I did.
Did you see that? For years, I never really... I hope you can see that this is acting here. This guy's acting. This is a performance. All this presentation of feelings are pretend.
Did that. I couldn't articulate it. For years, people have told me how arrogant it was that I shouldn't have done it. And I've always said to myself, if I ever got back on the stage again, I'd apologize for it. I'm not going to do that. Recently, I realized why I did it. I felt vindicated. I'd won something at the time that someone like me was never supposed to.
Who's someone like him?
I've been told I couldn't.
An idiot.
My journey in this business has been a battle at times.
Hold on, I'm stopping. This business has been a battle. Everybody, everywhere who has a job has a battle every single day. When you are kind of leaving school, 18, 19, and you're going through your 20s and you're starting your career and your CV's that big, everything, it's going to be a battle for you. And you're going to make lots of mistakes, and that's called getting experience. But, you know, this guy's 45 years old. I don't know how old he was when he started on Doctor Who, but that's when I first saw him. And I don't like Doctor Who, really. I don't watch it. I didn't watch it. I don't hate it. I do like it. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to it, but I like that it exists, I think. There's stuff about... Anyway, it's not about Doctor Who. He was in it, and he was definitely like a young guy in it. And when you look at his kind of like CV, he's sort of like gone straight into like fame right off the bat, pretty much. As in terms of how long it takes you to like succeed in something. And I've been to award ceremonies. I've hung out with celebrities and stars. I've done that. Look at me now. Look at me now. I don't need to thank anybody for this. I just need to thank myself. Let's just finish up what he says.
And as I stand here right now, I know a lot of the work I've done is not BAFTA worthy.
Oh my God, when he points at the BAFTA.
I think this is about the journey.
Is it? Journeys.
It's about the times maybe it was worthy and not recognized. I stand on the shoulders of giants.
Ugh.
I'm not here without the people before me. And hopefully...
He's written this, and it's terrible. It's got every trope. I stand on the shoulder of giants. Oh, that's a good phrase. I'm going to quote Noel on that. Oh, no, I'm not. Because everybody in the history of everything has used that phrase.
Hopefully people see that I've tried to elicit change in the industry. So this is for the underrepresented.
Who are they?
Anyone who sits at home believing that they can achieve more.
Why are they sitting at home? What are they supposed to have achieved? What are you sitting home? Get a freaking job down the local theatre, you idiot. The underrepresented are idiots. That's what he's talking about.
This is particularly for my young black boys and girls out there.
Oh, now race is into it.
Happen to them.
Short of that.
I'm
betting the director of this has the script in front of him or her. I bet they're looking at it and they're going, cut to BAFTA award, 1, 2, 3 next.
So thankful for this. And years ago, I ended with the words, yes, we can. And we still can. It's just tough.
And ended up with no, you didn't, because they've BAFTA taken this accolade away from him. And what is interesting is that the story that came out was this. It's been written by Sidon Cale and Lucy Osborne. I had a quick look at Twitter, and this is what she said. She said, Sidon Cale says, for the last month, Lucy Osborne and I have been looking into sexual misconduct allegations against the actor Noel Clarke for The Guardian. Our investigation makes for upsetting reading, but we believe these stories need to be told. And then when you look at the Guardian story, you get this. Just to be absolutely clear, Clarke said in a statement, in a 20-year career, I have put inclusivity and diversity. I'm not quite sure why he's flagging that he's into diversity when it's when his allegations have nothing to do with that. I guess it's kind of like a defensive, here's my CV before you attack me. I've put diversity at the forefront of my work and never had a complaint made against me. People are probably scared of you. Or they're like you. See, what you do, or what he does, is employs people, as he just said, who are vulnerable. People who are sitting at home and believe they can't do it. Well, I've got my eye on you, and I'm going to help you through the industry, and I'm going to make sure that you're the people that I hire. That's the other thing he does. He puts himself at the center of other people's successes. These are, when you have people like that, you've got to be really wary of them. Like, I'm going to help vulnerable people. That puts you in such a position of power over them. So who's going to come up to you and say, I've got a complaint about you? The career's going to be over. It's Harvey Weinstein stuff. Nobody's going to complain to your face because your career is over. And it's just starting. No complaints against me. If anyone who has worked with me has ever felt uncomfortable or disrespected, I sincerely apologise. I vehemently deny any sexual misconduct or wrongdoing and intend to defend myself against these false allegations. Well, they might be false because I still believe that you're innocent until you're proven guilty. But when 20 independent people come forward and make the statements that are detailed in this, which I'm not going to read out because they're a little bit, they're pretty explicit. His language that he uses people. The thing is, right, when I've managed teams of people and I had, as a producer, series producer on TV at the BBC, and nobody gives you any training in how to do it. You don't know how to behave. So you just behave like one of them. And, but you've got the bit of power on top of that. And your self-awareness disappears. Certainly does with him. But what experience does is it teaches you that that's how you don't behave. So when you are giving people promotions in their careers, employers, put them through training programs so they know how to behave around people, because they're just going to guess it. And they think when you're the boss, you think everyone loves you. And when you don't have the self-awareness that he doesn't have, I'm not going to apologize for this. Yeah, you should really. You should say, I was such a jerk. Be humble. It's a good thing to do. Go and find this Guardian article yourself. Read through the work that Sidon Cale and Lucy Osborne have done. They spent a long time doing it. Before I go, I just want to... I mentioned that I wanted to make a video about him as soon as he won the award. And the reason was I couldn't remember a reason why he was being given this accolade of outstanding British contribution to cinema. What outstanding British contribution to cinema? What's a British contribution anyway? To cinema. In the world stage of cinema, Noel Clarke has made some outstanding films. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. So I looked at Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I'm not sure how much Rotten Tomatoes are regarded as being a benchmark for excellence anymore, because I know that people do tend to pile into them and downvote stuff from a political point of view, a cancel people point of view. But I had a look down through his films, and look, all right, there you go. He played Major Bissett, 2021, SAS, 84%. That's not necessarily, is that his film? He just played a character, right? Here, he played a character and he was a producer. There's no score for that. Here he just acted, 73%. That film did quite well. Here was a character, 32%. He played a character here and he was producer, 33%. Producer, no score. Screenwriter and producer, 21%. Acting, character, 47%, 74%. Producer. Writer, director, producer, 52%. 59% by the professional critics. Nobody has given him any sort of act. 24% writer, director for The Anomaly. 24%, no percent by the critics. 2014. Is this the battle that he was having, by the way? My battle was, I wasn't any good and nobody would say otherwise. The guy's made garbage. Some garbage. Oh, I better just flag these two down the bottom because these are his big hits. 2008 Adulthood and Kidulthood. Both of which I've not seen. But these are the ones. So he made one film and then it looks like he's made like a spin-off from it. I don't know. I've not seen them. I don't want to see them. They're not about things I'm interested in. They say nothing to me about my life. So why are we giving them these awards? This is just crazy. Why? I know that all the organizers of these awards are terrified that they are going to be... they're going to be criticized for having bad optics around race. But is that what you're doing? Are you giving people awards because of skin color? Because that's wrong. I'm sure you're not. I hope you're not. But I didn't understand why Noel Clarke was getting these awards. And he's bringing up race all the time when whenever he accepts his award, it's like, so there's definitely people saying that there's a race issue around people winning awards. But when you pedestal people, do it for things they've actually done, which deserve it. Otherwise, people are going to fish around for other reasons why you've done it. And if BAFTA knew that he had these allegations, why didn't they do something about it? They would have done if he was anyone else, I think, wouldn't he? Wouldn't they? Because that's what happens. That's what's happened historically. Depending where you are politically, right? If you're a right-wing person, nobody's going to have a problem with you being, I'm not going to give you an award for the start. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird stuff is happening and it's political, it's optics, and it's not actually based on truth. Give awards to people for making good stuff. End of. Anyway, thanks for watching. I rambled on and I apologise for that. My name's Craig. You've been watching Flooded. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Like, subscribe and comment.